and everything. So what do you think is like signs of the times?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again.
I said I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. Women want to take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready. Period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I gotta make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway.
Oh my God.
Trailer trash down. I've been down there for years. I don't understand why black people would move to Federal Hill. That's where they was hanging people at.
Cause it's better. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta go to break. I thank you for your call though.
Don't thank me. Thank them white people you live next door to.
I will as soon as I get home to make sure she swept up front because I'm on it.
You better hope they ain't got no damn rope in their backyard because they hanging us.
Oh gosh, in Federal Hill, we don't have no trees.
They're gonna hang you from the porch. It ain't gotta be no trees.
A porch. All right, thank you. Damn, they hanging us. We'll be right back.
All this and much more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately with Moni. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome. Thank you all for tuning in on this awesome Thursday. I'm your host, Love Dawn. I have with me Mr. Nate from the Artist Exchange Radio Show. He is sitting in for my co-host because, again,
she on a beach somewhere.
She on a beach? I was about to hate. I'm not even going to say it.
I am.
But she is on the beach having fun without me. I also had with me Pastor Pendleton.
Bless you.
And Bishop Harris.
It's great to be here.
As my guests, they came to, sorry, my mic. Around.
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, I really didn't know. Thank you. They came to chat it up with us tonight. I first want to thank you for coming on the show, of course. I'm quite sure y'all have saw LaVar Harris's name in the comment many times on the show because he is a supporter. Awesome supporter, and I thank you, and hopefully Mr. Pendleton will soon.
Just call me Jamie.
Just call me Jamie.
Pastor.
Thank you.
Yes,
Pastor Jamie.
Can
I just say Pastor Jamie? It's the D and the T. The Pendleton that's giving me the.
Don't even stress it.
Okay.
Call me Jamie.
Pastor Jamie.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate.
I appreciate you being here. I'm serious. I had an awesome day today. I hope everyone had a good day. I actually decided to cheat on my children because they because they are out of school today, and I just didn't feel like being bothered. So I left. I went to the movies.
Wow.
I did.
You know,
I just left.
Did you realize
that's the time you're supposed to spend with them, right?
You ain't gonna knock on your door tomorrow.
Well, happy New Year.
Investigation.
They are of age. They are of age. I have sown my time. I deserve this day. And I chill. I went to Cine Bistro and watched.
Good place to go.
I love it. And well, that's until I got that wet macaroni. But neither here nor there. I watched
like a dry.
what was it? The Hitman's Bodyguard.
You can't
was
trust
that good?
Everybody's macaroni and cheese.
That was really good. That was really.
All macaroni and cheese must be baked. I don't understand.
I don't think this was baked. This was broiled.
Yeah, I know. That was wet.
It was real wet. I put the picture up, and I mean you can see that it's wet. And the lady tried to tell me, well, this is normal, and it's supposed to be creamy. I said, but it ain't supposed to have bubbles. I'm serious. It was a centipede stroke. I was like, I mean, I know what creamy looks like. Shells and cheese is creamy, but this is bubbles. That's not it, and I'm not gonna do it. But I just got it was my fault because I shouldn't have had it anyway. I got the Cobb salad, and I was cool. But the movie was really good, so I had a good day. So I hope everybody else had a good day. It was kind of hot. Today's topic, it's called. I just said your thoughts because there's been several things. Excuse me, that's been on the internet that people have had a lot to say about, including me. So I wanted to kind of use this time to get your idea as well as the viewers' ideas on some of these topics. But before we dive into that and we can give our viewers some time to chime in, one of our viewers had a question that they posted on their page. And I wanted to put it on the table, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. It was not that question. I thought about that, but I think we got it kind of in depth with that, so I'm not gonna. Maybe we will go back to that. Yeah. But
can we let me know what's going on?
The first question was about the show Greenleaf is what sparked the debate. Oh, wow. And there was a lady who asked the question. Well, the lady on the show cheated on her husband some years ago, and now that the husband have come to, an assumption. We've been using that word a lot lately. Based on some evidence, he has put 2 and 2 together, and he believes that his wife cheated on him with this man. Now, he never, to my knowledge, asked anybody anything. He came up with this assumption, and now he's giving her the cold shoulder. Well, the lady was saying on her show, on her post, that she feels as though if a woman or a man, you step out on your marriage and you regret it, you made a mistake, she don't think it is best for you to tell your husband or wife what you did. She think it's best for you to put the past in the past, forgive yourself, focus on rebuilding your marriage, and leaving well enough alone. And that is up for debate because there was half of the people saying absolutely not. You can't heal from it unless you tell the truth. And the other people, I agree. I wouldn't tell.
But who was telling your truth? Somebody just said that I was at some event and the lady was talking about telling your truth. Does not also always mean telling somebody. That's not always at the play. So that's telling your truth is not always sharing it with a physical person. Okay. You know, if you come to grips with it.
You do know your spouse. You should know your spouse well enough to know if she finds out or he finds out outside of you how he or she is going to respond. So, and you know eventually it's going to get out. So what I presume that you would really want to catch it before it gets out of hand. The wildfire is that you don't say anything. She finds out from somebody else, and she finds out it maliciously, where it comes to tear her down. Then how do you recover from that? That's the true question. Whether she find out or not, she might not ever tell you. But if somebody else come in that really want to damage your relationship, comes in and tell your spouse, hey, your husband or your wife is cheating on you and this is what happened, it can be bigger than what you really think. And it might not have been as bad as they're making it to be.
If they would have told themselves, you mean?
You have to know that spouse. Do that spouse really want to know and how they're going to handle it if they catch it without you? Or
is that almost similar to that Kevin Hart situation recently?
Right. Which was
he kind of went and he did something he wasn't supposed to do.
But that was more of an extortion.
Extortion.
Right.
Right. But before the extortion, you get to that point, he told his own story. Hey, yeah, I did this. I talked to my family. I'm asking my family for forgiveness. And I'm telling everybody my business. So now you can't tell my story. And so he got ahead of it. He was able to tell the story before everything came out. I think he did it out of desperation because now it got to the point where she was going to find out. But I think,
she
know
did.
What I mean?
Come on.
I think she knew too. First of all, we're skipping, and I know this is probably going to come out wrong, but we're skipping the fact that she's like 8 months pregnant.
That is true.
You know, so
hormonal.
Right. I mean, she could have very well not.
I think she knew for sure what was going on. Like, this is something that already happened. He's coming out to save his face of his career, not of his marriage, because she was too easy to say, I'm going to stay with my husband. And she looks foolish because she was the
that ain't gonna stop his
career.
career.
Yeah. That
Not Kevin Hart, not a comedian of that caliber. That's not gonna stop his career. Matter of fact, I believe that more people would support him even if he never said anything.
You think they would if he would not have?
They're not going to see him because he's in a committed relationship or he didn't cheat.
He's in a moral compass.
They're going because they enjoy
but he had to because he just went through this with his ex-wife.
That was a character issue, and I believe that he has people that's dependent on him doing right. But if you start to say the support from people that's going to see him,
it is. Look at all these other black men that just
I don't think so.
No, they're going to see.
You're saying this because it's Kevin Hart. It's Kevin Hart.
They're going to see him because he's funny.
You're not reading those. You're not reading those lines underneath.
You know what? Let me say this. I would agree with you if I was not still seeing men and women watching football. You say that.
Yeah, you say
and
that.
then at the end of the day,
you
want to be entertained.
You might not watch it in front of anybody.
That's not a black-driven entity. That's a white-driven entity.
What?
They're not willing to give up football because it's football. Not because Kaepernick did this or this person did that. They're not doing it because of that. Look at how they're treating Kaepernick. They're going against him. They still watching it. So in my opinion, she knew.
I'm lost in the whole conversation. Who's still watching it?
A lot
everybody.
Of people still
for the most part.
Okay, I thought the conversation.
But so here's my thing. Kevin Hart is not the moral compass. People don't look at him for his moral compass. Now here's the reality of it. People look at like a TD
Y'all just meeting celebrities. Y'all just meeting the idea what celebrity is.
Huh?
People think they own celebrities. They think they own their careers.
But Kevin Hart is not the moral compass. People go see Kevin Hart to be inspired for exercise, to be glad, to get a relief.
Your educated mind can say that, but there are people out there that are gonna stop going to see his movies because now everything that his ex-wife said he was. He's now showing it. He can't hide this.
I need to meet these people.
Wait a minute. Let me hear. Can you finish your statement?
If you're looking at somebody from a moral compass, that came out with T.D. Jakes, it'd have been a whole different kind of situation. It'd have been because he is a spiritual leader, and we promote and as pastors.
And he is teaching. That he is trying to teach you a way of life.
Right. Kevin Hart never taught a way of life besides exercise. He told jokes. Even in his jokes, he admitted.
So this conversation is coming from a spiritual perspective.
No.
Okay, I just think
it's just conversation. I'm just saying, like when T.D. Jakes is teaching folk how to live a better life spiritually, as a Christian, showing you how you walk your life.
Right.
Kevin Hart ain't doing that.
Kevin Hart is not my moral compass. I'm telling you why he did what he did. Because he feels as though his career hinges on the fact of people liking him.
Yeah, I do. Now that
is the problem. That's why he came out and publicly apologized, opposed to all those other men, black men, who went through these same situations who just was quiet.
I think
that's why he chose to come out.
His conscience hit.
No, I don't think so.
I think his conscience hit.
I think his bank account hit him.
I gotta go with it. Let me go with it. He's in his second marriage, and I really believe he let himself down on this one. I think he really believed that he was going to stand strong longer than he did. He might have thought, okay, maybe 10 years down the road or 5 years down the road, but this is early in his marriage. He was going to do something different, and he let himself down. That's why he came out.
Wait a minute. And he was getting your mic. Okay, first let me first say hello to all of those who are tuned in. I see your hellos. I'm just saying hello corporately. As you can see, we have a station full of testosterone in here. I'm the only woman, so give me. I got to rein them in.
By the end of this conversation.
Kevin Hart came out because he said, "I'm not paying any ransom to keep quiet."
He could have said he wasn't paying without coming out. He could have told the woman, "I'm not." He came out. I made a mistake, and I thought I was going to be able to hold out longer than.
Okay. Lisa said people are disappointed, but they will still support him.
Exactly, Lisa. I agree with you. He came out only because he was disappointed, and he may have disappointed a few people that was close to him.
So if he commits adultery, so if T.D. Jakes committed adultery, this is
listen to his stance. Look at his stance, though. Kevin Hart never promoted that he was one that was teaching how to stay
so that makes him
faithful to his marriage.
This is the thing. first of all, Nate is an artist. That's the first thing. So his view of an artist is from I expect you to honor your position as artist. People are watching you.
Right.
People are looking at you, and I get that.
Right.
But from the fans' perspective, we're looking at you to do one thing: make me laugh. You cheating don't make me laugh. You cheating make me feel some kind of way.
Become a TV show
until it become. Well, they done made a spoof about his apology. They made a whole song because
money.
But because that's what he represents. But with that being said, people pick and choose their moral compass. You just got this young lady we talked about last week, Kanika Jenkins. That now people. I mean, the media has become lawyers in her courtroom.
Right.
Okay. I mean, they really.
Right.
So people will input themselves in your own personal lives. I'm not saying that I don't think people I'm not going to see that because they'll say that because they want to feel good. They want to feel like I'm supporting, what is it, Nico or whatever his wife. I'm liberal or whatever you want to call it. But 3 months when the novelty wears off, when they keep seeing his wife by his side, I don't think they're going to say, I'm not going to buy his ticket when his wife is with him. Like, there's no fight. Why are you creating a fight when there is no fight? You're not being
the Magic Johnson situation.
I really think that it's going to help other marriages get over the look of...
That I don't think it's going to do. Because I don't think they're going to publicize that at all. I think that this is...
I honestly believe when we look at forgiveness, the things that's going on with Bill Cosby and all these other, forgiveness is playing a big part in recovery, especially in our community.
Okay, wait a minute. We got to go to commercial break. That 15 minutes went real quick. Yes. Listen, y'all, we just got started. We have yet to actually answer the question that we started with. We kind of jumped on Kevin Hart. The question was, if you're in a marriage and you step outside of your relationship, should you or should you not tell your spouse? If you have left the partner on the outside and you have recommitted yourself to your marriage, should you take the chance on telling your spouse? We will be right back. Stay tuned. Please share. If you feel like you want to take part in the conversation, give us a call, 410-702-5657. And of course, we're reading your comments. Lisa, we will read your comment as soon as we come back. Thank you for your support. We'll be right back.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quack, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It used to be, of course. It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy.
Right? I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
Literally. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on Be Exposed
Last time
Radio.
on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome.
Man killed after being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's dark. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police... Oh, that was last Wednesday. Okay, good. It wasn't dark. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
So he was on
It is over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting occurred.
1 minute.
The suspect wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Hey, everybody. Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes, yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Before the break, there was some goings-ons about Kevin Hart. But the question on the floor was, if you stepped outside of your marriage, do you feel as though telling your husband is the better, or husband or wife is the better decision, or recommitting yourself to your marriage and leaving the past in the past? Let's go back. There was some comments. Lisa said, oh, this was about T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes will probably be viewed as a hypocrite. Kevin Hart is a comedian. He will use that in his jokes one day, and people will laugh. And that is the truth. Because that's what he do. He used his... Right, because he cheated on his wife.
In his last comedy show.
With the lady that he's with now.
Right.
Warren said...
So who was the joke on? The joke
on him.
Oh.
Warren said no one had an issue with Jay-Z. His whole CD was about him with Becky with the good hair. We danced to that.
We did. We danced to Lemonade.
I danced to Lemonade.
I didn't hear Jay-Z's album.
Me
I
either.
did. I don't even know that's
I'm
the
in the
beat.
corner.
I didn't hear Jay-Z's album, so I really can't speak to that issue.
Well, I
actually, I think they should have said something. They should say something to their spouse. Don't let your spouse find out from somebody else that you did something. At least you have a chance of, and you know.
But say it in a safe place.
Listen, babe, this is what happened. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to work to get
on your own. Nothing took place.
Nothing took place.
Yeah.
No, nothing came out. This is what I did, and I need to tell you I did this.
Okay.
And be forthcoming with information. People can handle it better when you're forthcoming and not reactionary. Reactionary said you got caught, so now you got to try to cover your bait.
Right.
I agree with you.
A forthcoming said, "Listen, I ain't get caught. You ain't have an idea, but I'm telling you what I did because I want to fix us." And that's that recommitting back to what you started. I want to fix us. I want to be dedicated to us. So that's just my personal opinion on it. But I never heard the Jay-Z album. I didn't listen to Lemonade.
But I got a question there.
Mm-hmm.
What if you waited a long time before you did this, and now years done gone by? If I'm understanding the TV show that you're talking about, you got years. Kids done grew up, and now you're faced with this situation.
Have you been cheated on before?
Huh? Have I been cheated on before?
Have you been cheated on?
I'm quite sure everybody at some point in time been cheated on.
Would you want to know, or would you need to know?
I would want to know, and I believe I would need to know.
Could you handle it?
Sure. But
I couldn't handle it.
You would have to be in a
some
people need to be in a safe place.
I'm glad you said that. Because that was the next part to the question that I wanted to ask you.
I couldn't handle some other man being in my home.
I believe you could. You might not handle it great.
I had a thought in my mind.
You might not handle it great, but
listen,
I believe that people can handle it.
Listen, that is the question. She put that on the table. Men seem to not be. They can't handle their woman stepping out. No. Women are more accepting.
Not true.
Women are more accepting.
You may not handle it the way a woman would handle it, but I believe that men can handle it. And well, what do you call handle it? Me throwing her out the window, or me throwing something out the window?
I'm not gonna throw out the window.
Something might get thrown out the window, but
I couldn't.
Is that a good? Is that?
But listen,
I don't know if I can handle being with her. For a man, men are territorial.
Okay.
At the basis of who we are territorial. Man, so I had some. There was some.
When it's all said and done, after you get mad.
Hold up. Radio show, mics, you loud. One person at a time. I can't hear you. Okay. Go finish.
So
okay.
Territorial. You have to understand that mentally men, not saying they couldn't get over it, but they don't handle it like women will handle it.
Right, and that's what she was saying.
And it's going to be a real hard fight for a man to come back from their woman giving herself to another person. Because for men, sex is just sex. And it could not be tied to an emotion.
And that's not for women?
Women, sex ain't just sex. Most women, sex ain't just sex. It's tied to an emotion.
You missed the other show, but go ahead.
Most times, women, sex is tied to an emotion. So she ain't just get out there and cheat on you. It's been a slow progression.
There's a reason for it. I agree with that.
I agree.
For a man, he could be angry about something that's going on. Somebody could walk past his presence. He could say, "How you doing?" Next thing you know, he did it, and it's already done, and he don't ever see the chick again.
Okay, we got to go to commercial. Go ahead, what's your?
But again, I agree with a majority of what you're stating. But what I'm saying is you're trying to say men cannot handle it, and that's totally wrong. How we handle it is the problem.
You don't look like you can handle it.
Huh? You don't look like I don't look like why? Because I'm a big dude. I mean, sometimes you can throw something out the window, but when it's all said and done, that's still your woman.
Right.
And I'll preach it until I die. The most beautiful woman in the world is your girl walking down the street with somebody else's arm. That's the most beautiful woman in the world. You don't want to lose that woman. So after you get yourself together, you done did your crying, you done did your push-ups, you done got yourself back together, you want that woman back.
Okay.
Point blank.
Lisa said this is true. Women are more forgiving than men. I as far as I do believe women are more forgiving than men. I do believe that men take that news much harder, much different. It is about territory. It is about, another man, pride, all of that. I agree with that. What I tell my spouse, I don't think that is an answer for today. I don't think that's a clear-cut yes or no. I think that's about your mate. I know certain relationships that I've been in that guy just don't want to know. I've been in positions where I would ask,
You cheated?
Have I cheated? Yes, I've cheated, and I've been cheated on. But I'm saying, I have asked, how much of this story did you want me to tell you? I mean, like, there's ways to say whatever. No, this is via conversation where we're having that type of conversation. They will cut it short right then. This is what it is. So listen, we gotta go back to another commercial break. We're gonna finish this.
I don't want to know who she slept with before me.
We're gonna finish this when we get back, and then we're gonna go into the next conversation about marriage and why we should not marry for love. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
So you're your biggest asset. Mm-hmm. You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?
A toxic situation is something that will control your mind, something that hurts you, something that you have to battle. Toxic, hurt. If you're in a toxic situation, if you get hurt, if you get pain, if you get struggle, right? And if your spirit does not align correctly, that may be a toxic situation. So when I say you make that jump when your values don't align, you make decisions based on your values. And if those decisions don't align with your values, then that's when you say no.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quick, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It
used to be, of course.
It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy.
Right? I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
Literally.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, we are back. Before the commercial break, we were ending our conversation on should you or should you not tell your spouse about any indiscretions. I don't think we got a clear-cut answer. I think everybody said, 2 said yes?
Yeah,
y'all say yes?
What
did you say, yes or no?
If they can't take it, then they don't.
So you would tell them?
I wouldn't do it.
You
I
wouldn't
can't
cheat?
even answer that.
You just ain't gonna cheat?
I've never cheated.
Okay. Well, I've never been married, so technically.
I just was answering the question. That's why I show I preface that. I don't know if my wife is I'm not going to cheat.
So
I'm with LeVar. I'm coming back home when it's over.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord.
Swift transition.
Tara Sense is a, I believe, a blogger, internet blogger, and she has a few videos online. And it's one of these latest videos is speaking on why we should not marry for love. And
how old is she? Is she a millennial?
No, she's about our age, maybe a little older than me.
I'm a millennial.
Okay. She looks like she's like maybe late 30s, early 40s, something like that. And she speaks on, she said, marriage has 2 purposes: generational success and personal growth.
That's sad.
But she did not say that's the only.
She didn't say it was She did not say it was the only.
But those are very powerful purposes.
Absolutely, and that's why I wrote them down because I felt like she had a point there.
She has a great point there.
And
I'm gonna let that assumption. I'm gonna save that assumption for the next conversation that we have. Keep on.
She said, "Marriage isn't a vehicle for love as much as it is a vehicle for building foundation, stability, building a legacy, and so forth. We're building each other. Marrying for love is speaking on how a person feels. You can love your husband or wife, but not marry them for that reason. Evaluate him or her on their ability to build, cultivate resources, their intellect, their resilience, which is number one for me. That's a huge priority for me.
Sound like a hooker to me.
It's like a business deal to me, but I go and keep
who they're connected to and so forth. So I read all that. Now let me start from me. When you first hear this, it's like a what? Like, is she crazy? Right. Because that's not what we're used to hearing. So we are immediately not in our feelings, but we discredit what she's saying immediately. But then when you take the time to listen to what she's saying, I don't disagree. You do.
I just want to be clear. So you're saying marry for other things besides love. Your marriage should be geared
finances.
towards
You can say finances.
and business connections and a hookup. Then more than love.
No, I think it should be an educated decision. I think it should be a thought.
A strategic decision.
Strategic, yes.
Not more educated. And the reason why I say, if you look at our community prior to us,
you can get close to the mic. You can pull it to you.
They literally built their family around other people who was able or like-minded. Farmers built their family around other farmers so that they can keep not only the tradition alive, but they can take care of their family. And they know when all else fails, this man is able to take care of my daughter and continue the legacy of wealth in the family. What we're doing now, we're marrying out of more lust, more beauty. They can't provide for one another. Nobody look at education. Or you're looking at an educated one person and someone who's totally going left field. And now you got a divorce. This person, man or woman, educated. This other person, not educated, they don't want to go the same place. They don't want to do the same thing. And you're realizing, I just married you because I loved you for a minute, but I'm not loving what you're becoming. We don't have the house that we want. We don't drive the car that we want. I'm paying all the bills. The kids are not getting the education that I desired. So what happens there? Divorce immediately.
Or struggle immediately.
I struggle with that. Here's why I struggle with that. So you're making a statement saying you didn't marry your wife on the basis of love originally. You based it upon what y'all could build together. Because that's what you're just saying.
Originally?
Yeah.
Originally?
We're not talking any personal relationship.
I'm asking him a personal question. Okay. I want to know why he's saying that. So it had to be from a personal experience.
No, it's not. If you look at even history, when men gave their daughters away.
You're not going to do it. Not on Sunset Soul. We will not be breaking up no homes on this show.
When men gave their daughters away, they looked at what this man is coming into the family and what this family is bringing to our family to make our family better. If this family was not either wealthy or able to bring in something that will benefit the other family, no, you can't marry them. The dowry had to be worth it.
But we're no longer selling our children off because that's kind of illegal.
No, we're just giving them away.
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. No, we're not selling them off. We're just giving them away to whoever will come and get my daughter.
That's not
Stop.
No,
that's not
true.
No.
If we train our children
if little
boo
boo want to come down here and marry my, that's a good man. What makes him good? What's his family background? Does he have a job? No, girl, you got a man and he'll be there to protect you. And sure, he's strong to protect. But will he provide?
That you gave to your child, if that's what they're looking at. That's what that shows.
Look who's giving them away. The generations are younger. So now mama is only 9 or 12 or 13 years older than the daughter.
Wait a minute, Lisa, you're saying not true. Can you tell me what?
So this is my standpoint. Love has to be a part.
I agree with that. No
love
doubt.
And what you can build your life with works hand in hand. Because what if a life tragedy happens?
I agree with
So if something happened and my father got really sick, I'm going to tell a personal story. My father got really sick when he was married to my mother. My father was such a point when he couldn't work no more. He couldn't provide for our family, and if it was built upon a business relationship, his partnership is not adding up to where it's supposed to be. But the love relationship my mother and father had with each other gave them the ability to fight through that. And they were able to build later on when he was able to get himself back together before he transitioned to heaven. So you can't just build a relationship on somebody's network or net worth or college degree. It has to be a love basis. And then you just sit there and say, what can you build upon with love? Okay, I love you, but what direction are we going in? I love you, but what's your goals? I love you, what's your dreams? I love you, what can we accomplish together? I can be in love with you and say, I'm in love with you, but I can't see my future it's got to be both hand in hand.
I agree, but I think this is the thing. You're talking about a conversation between a man and a woman planning the future, right? And you say, I love you. We got that. You feel like love is the number one thing, right?
I think love and your plans go together.
Right. So I love you. I choose you, Pikachu. And we're going to sit here and have a conversation. And you want A, I want A. Boom. You want B, I want B. Boom. So we see eye to eye, right? That's fine. But then you progress. You grow, you elevate, because we make decisions. Sometimes we are asking for the now. We're asking or we're planning for what's in our viewpoint right now, because we don't have no idea what we want to be later on. What she's saying is about building, not just for where we are today. Where do you plan to be? Absolutely. Where do you plan? How can you help me get to the place where I want to get to?
That sounds like communication.
Right. I know.
It doesn't sound like before the marriage. The issue is,
I agree with you before the marriage.
And I'm not debating the fact that love should be a primary thing, but love is not enough to hold it together. When you sit down, I can love you and realize you're not going in the direction that I'm going in. Do I marry you?
That was what I said a minute ago.
I love you. No.
So
I
Lisa,
said love has to be a factor. I said, but you also have that conversation about where we building to.
So do I?
Where we going
do I
to?
marry?
Lisa said, I gotta read the comments. Lisa said, I just think people don't know what real love is. Lisha say, love is not enough.
It's not.
True love is in the decision-making process. Latoya Mouse said these things should be discussed while dating before even getting to love. Absolutely. Latoya, I agree.
I agree with you.
You can love them enough to let them go and say you're not the one I need to marry.
That's what I said a minute ago.
And I mean, I totally agree with, because the next person said love is not enough to marry somebody. It's not enough. But like he just said, if something happens, love is going to have to be that glue that keeps you together.
Lasha said sacrifice and effort. Sacrifice and effort for the betterment of the collective.
But if you're marrying somebody for the building process of it, so they can always keep a roof over your head.
Builds with the process.
Yeah, but then you don't like this person that you married with in 10 to 12 years.
I don't think so.
When you grow together, you growing business, you growing family.
But if you don't, if you're not
growing legacy. Hold on, like you say, you're growing legacy. So as you start to do that, you start to love them even greater, because now the mindsets are bonded.
But are you loving what they're doing for you, or do you love the person?
Once you start getting married just for love, and you find out that my love is not enough to hold you because you're going in a totally different direction, you're bound for divorce.
But can I throw this out there? Because this is what I really believe. When you're in love with someone and you all have a mission statement, y'all are trying to achieve goals, y'all doing things together, your love grows as you go.
I just said
so. But it's not predicated on what you achieve or who you with.
And that's the problem, though.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If we're in a love relationship and we have a plan that we're trying to go for our life, and you have goals and we're working on your goals, and I have goals and we're working on our goals, and we're in love here, while we're working on our goals, our love should be growing while we're working. Because if your relationship is situational, life has a way of taking the situation from you, and love should be the thing that keeps you together while you're dealing with life transitions.
But see, love is not a singular word, and love requires many different forms. Like love is communication. So as we grow, I'm telling you that this city isn't working for me anymore, and it may be working for you. So what can we do? Does that mean we get a divorce?
Okay. Lisa said love is full of compromise. It is not enough, but if it is not the basis, then you're in trouble.
Right.
She agrees with you. Anybody said she agrees? Okay, one person. There's a difference between love and like. Listen, this is the thing for me. I believe that love is the I'm not saying it should not be the primary base. I'm saying that I'm not going to marry somebody on that and that alone. And I'm not going to marry somebody that I can't go to sleep easily knowing that you are going to, when I say, listen, when you, let's say protection, what's the one thing that a woman wants from me? I want to be protected. Meaning that I know you can and I know you will. Knowing that you will ain't going to save my life. Knowing that you would ain't going to save my life. Exactly. Knowing that you can is why I can sleep good. And that's what we're missing. And I'm just using, you loving me is not enough if you can't save my life. That's what I'm saying.
And love, nature don't even do that.
But wait a minute, but love,
animals don't even pick their mates like that.
But love will make a man take a bullet for a woman and say, I love her enough.
And leave me stranded.
No, wait a minute. I'm saying, if it's a situation.
Now he's leaving you stranded. Oh my God.
And there's a bullet coming for you.
I like when people say
my love
that.
for you
like
should make me step in the way and say, my job is to protect you. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear.
You protecting me from the first bullet.
Listen, but my responsibility, my responsibility as a husband is to protect. That's one of my responsibilities. I can't just protect I'm protecting my wife and my children.
I agree with you.
And so my love for them makes me deny me.
Can you do that without loving them? Can you protect your wife and your children without being in love with them or loving them? Because that's the nature of the. You have husbands right now that want to walk away
and they don't love them. They don't work for me. I can't.
How you have children and not love them?
I can't fathom not loving my children. I can't
because you're a real man.
I can't fathom.
But there are men out there.
There are.
Not loving.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I understand what you
asking me a question. I can't answer that. I can't answer a question predicated on can you do it without loving them. When I see my 3 girls every morning, I fall in love with them all over again. When my 2-year-old is in the middle of the bed between me and my wife, I look at her and fall in love all over again. When my wife is walking around the house, I look at her and fall in love all over again. That's just who I am. So when you make a question to me about can you do it without love,
but the reason why, let me say this before we go to commercial break. From what you're saying, there's a difference, and I'm not saying this is you, between love and an investment. There are a lot of men that make an investment into that family and don't love them. But that's an investment. So I'm going to protect my investment. So,
but then how do you invest it with children?
Nate, you doing okay over there?
Yeah, let me ask this question since you make a statement. If your child is an extension of you, how do you not love your child? Because when you look at your child, you should see you.
They may not love them.
They might not exactly.
That's not. But that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother show. I'm not disputing it.
I can't fathom that.
That is a whole. That's a whole nother conversation. Because there are people who do not love their children. There's millions of them. Or we would not have all these kids in the system. I mean, there's a million of them, you know, so I mean, I can't say that. All I'm saying is I use protection because that to me, that's no different from finances or stability, a place to live, because I mean, you're protecting me from being out in the street. You're protecting me to make sure that I'm not going to have to worry about where my money coming from. When I say I know where your heart is, and that's stuff that we do when we're young. I know he got potential. That word potential for a female, as we're growing up, I'm so sick of it, but we held that potential word down for men that could not do for us. But we'll say, but he got potential though. No, after a certain age, that word needs to be out the door. I need to know that not that you would do it, and you're, but
that is not going to last.
That you would do it, but that you are able to do what it is that I expect you to do for me, or I cannot give you me. Because in order for me to give you me, I need to be able to fall off that bungee rope or whatever, knowing you're going to catch me. Not that you wish you could. Right. Listen, y'all can see the conversation kind of hot. We get ready to go to another commercial break. Those who are here, could you please share this so the others could take part in the conversation, or you can call us when we come back from commercial break, 410-702-5657. If you would like to offer anything to the conversation, we are still reading your comments. I'm going to go back and we'll go back and read them when we come back from this commercial break. It got kind of heavy. We'll be right back and we're going to finish this conversation. We'll be back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio. Give me a call and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them. Yeah. So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Singer, writer, recording artist, and I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live, if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah.
Talent-wise.
No doubt.
On this show. We got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP, actually, October 28th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's called Life.
Life.
Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first... it's 8 songs on the project, so it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But I put out a mixtape last year, but this is my first official project. Everything else has been singles. So
you're singing your own music now?
I'm singing my own music.
Did you write it?
All original music. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. The creative process was fun. I worked with Junior Lee.
Okay.
With Faith Junkie Productions. He's based out of Delaware.
Okay.
And it was fun. You know, I was going up there. 2-3 times.
It was business because it's your money on the line.
Definitely.
Right.
No major labels.
Yeah, no doubt. It was fun. It gave me. I mean, it's more work than what I expected. Honestly, I mean, because
you're doing a bunch of different. You're writing and the performer in it, so that's 2 big jobs right there.
Yeah, it was definitely. But creatively, it was great. It was great collaborations. I also worked with Anthony Johnson. He produced a song off of the EP. He's from Virginia, and I worked with So For Real Productions.
You deal with some legit individuals. Okay.
Yeah. So.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. So we asked Mr. Nate, because his response to all of this during the commercial break is we crazy.
So, can I say something before you ask him?
Okay.
I need to put a disclosure out there. I'm not saying that love is not a very important attribute in getting married. But with love, it takes so much more, and love cannot be the only thing you're looking at when you're getting married.
So tell me some of those things that you're looking at.
Well, we said it.
No, I just need, because they were vague statements that were made.
Okay.
We kept using the word building.
Okay.
So give me what exactly do you mean? What personally do you mean when you say
Provision.
Other things?
Come on, Bishop.
When you're looking at marrying somebody, you're looking at this woman saying, okay, I love you with all my heart, but can you provide for me? Are you willing to provide for me? Like Keisha said earlier, are you willing to protect me? Are you willing to put yourself aside and put me forefront? Oh, are you willing to literally take my dreams and help me with my dream while I help you with your dream?
All those things Y'all kept using the word predicated. All those things are fueled by love. If I don't love you, then I don't need to protect you. If I don't love you, I don't need to provide for you. If I don't love you, you don't get X, Y, Z.
I hear you saying
so
it's
if
fueled by
love does
love.
not come first, middle, and last, then there's all that other stuff means nothing. Because there are relationships where it's...
So let me ask you this.
Something. While you're dating and you're on this dating situation, don't you know once you get married, the same person you dated is not getting married to you. You're going to meet somebody else when it's all... No.
That means you wasn't paying attention in that dating process.
We don't come to that reality. You took a young lady that you married, you dated, and she was that beautiful young lady. You made her your wife. She's now committed to taking care of your drawers, where at first she wasn't. She's committed to feeding you and cooking for you. At first she wasn't. You were dating. This woman grew up real fast. So all this extra stuff you're talking about, love is going to provide for all this. It's not. What happens
if I don't love you, I'm not washing your drawers. That's.
But see, listen. I don't think y'all are saying a lot of the different. The way you think you're saying the opposite. You're really not. You're saying
the same thing somewhere.
If I don't love you, I'm not doing X, Y, Z. You're saying that X, Y, Z is just as important.
Sure.
As love, as well as me. So it's not. You're not saying I'm not going to protect you or I'm not going to pay the bills. You're just saying that I have to love you in order to do that.
The beginning of the statement started with somebody saying, "Don't get married strictly for love."
Right, and I agree
and that's
with
a problem for me because that needs to come first.
You know what, though, Nate? But I honestly think that's a slightly immature view because
it's not.
Because listen,
I'm sorry, I've been married before.
I know. Ooh, but listen, that's okay. I'm just saying. Let me just slide.
It wasn't saying. I'm just saying.
But look, I'm gonna tell you why.
It wasn't saying at all.
But the reason why I'm saying that now, I'm not throwing shade, but you said I've been married, but you're not.
Right.
Okay, but that's the point that I'm saying.
The financial building of something, it had no feelings attached to it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We're talking about something that so that it lasts. It's not just, nobody is saying don't love the person that you with. Now, truth be told, our parents, it wasn't about love. It was about bartering. It was about, we got this, how much do you have? Exactly. We want to combine these families. This is about our legacy.
I can't agree to that.
No, I'm not saying that that's the way to do it. I think that we went in the route of love because you had kids that would run away, but I love them and all that stuff like that. Let's use Titanic. I'm sorry, let's just use it.
It's not a black movie.
I'm just using. That's the first thing I thought about. But I'm saying Jack and Rose, right? Jack loved Rose, right? Willing to die for him. That's protection,
right?
But had they had a conversation, and he seen that she was not willing to die for him because she stayed up there on that thing and let him drown. What if he would have picked somebody that was equipped to be able to say, babe, won't you go come up here with me or let's alternate? You know, that's what's not happening. People are not talking about where you are versus where I am. It's just about love. So then you get stuck in a position that you need your mate to help hold you down or have your back, and they're not capable.
But they're not
doing it.
When they're doing that, they're not building off of love. He said that earlier. That's lust. I'm physically attracted to you. It has nothing to do with love. So you're marrying someone who you think physically can protect you and physically love you, and it has nothing to do with
Lisa agrees.
No, I did.
We can talk about. He didn't twist it.
I did. That's what I'm saying.
Let me get the viewers. So Lisa, you agree with Nate? You feel like love handles everything. Now, love can handle everything if love is able to handle it. That's all we saying. Love can handle it all if they got the means to handle it all. You can love me and not have it. You know how many, if this was not the case, then why you had these men out here committing suicide, murder-suicide? Because they can't provide for their family.
You can love me and not have me doesn't mean you can marry me.
I think that it's an immature, I think it's in a very real sense, that if you're going to have a love relationship, a mature love relationship comes with conversation about where do we build from here. But the basis of the relationship comes back to love. You can't eliminate love and say I'm taking care of you out of obligation. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, we gotta go to commercial. So we got.
Okay. Wait. So you've got your basis is love, because love will keep you together when storms come. Because you can still have.
Love can't keep you together if you can't pay the bills and stay in the house. But wait a minute, we gotta go to. No, you can't. You can keep it together. No, because when you go to the shelter, it's a women facility and a man facility. That's what I did. Y'all can't stay together.
No, but what I'm saying to you is.
But wait a minute, we gotta go to commercial break. We'll be right back. We're gonna finish this. We'll be right back. But I'm telling you, it's the truth. You can't.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all.
You can have my belly right now. I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they need a butt.
I can use a little extra tissue there.
I can pop it. Right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow getter herself, Anissa Maureen, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time for flashback.
Now, I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
the long one, you know.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
He's dead.
Oh, 6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
while
death.
They were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Okay. Probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like you're dating, you know you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of people. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh,
man. Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately, and it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It hasn't stopped, y'all. It has not stopped. Let me read some of these comments because we've been going at it. And Naima Green, Dana Dane, thank you for tuning in. She said, once that is established, once that is established, you can open yourself up to love. I guess the agreement that people and the love will come based on the mutual respect and needs being met. The love will ensure the longevity of the relationship. Lisa did not agree with my example of Titanic. I get it.
I told her that.
Listen, I just use that for an example. Either way, you don't have to agree. I bet you he agreed. He was dead. He would have thought twice. Wait a minute. Samuel said, the problem I come to see when the word love is spoken is that it is viewed as a feeling that causes us to do things for the one we select. But once we realize that love is a way but once we realize that love is a way of being, then we will begin to understand the importance of it in marriage. I agree with. I
would have personally used not Thelma, but Good Times.
Okay.
Because they were both broke.
Okay.
You know, and we saw James go in and out of jobs and work, and Florida stayed there. Like where he fell off, she picked up.
Listen,
that's the compromise. But when you make it a contractual business agreement between two people who love each other, I have a problem with it. Like I could never get.
I don't think it should be a contractual
agreement. And I think we emphasizing that. First of all, I'm gonna let you know, me and Keisha are not saying that love is not needed.
You don't have to defend yourself. That's how I personally feel about that original statement.
Well, it's not defending it. I just want to put my point across. Love is very important in a marriage.
Okay.
Love is very important to getting married, but you cannot use love as a primary entity in marriage or to get married. If this person loves you this much and you are not going in their direction, I cannot love you so much that I bring you in a worse situation by taking care of me now.
But those are things that the individual should deal with, and I wouldn't
have to love you
decide
enough to
whether
let
or
you
not I
know
want to marry
that you're not the
somebody based on what they have right
for the
now.
rest of my life.
But I wouldn't.
You can
stop
decide that in their mindset.
You can have a relationship that's not equally yoked in terms of finances, and you make a big mistake not falling in love with somebody because they don't have X, Y, and Z right now. That's a problem that we're going in right now.
And what you're saying, I agree with that.
That's why people are getting married with people who they wind up cheating on.
We need to slow down and rushing and getting married and wait it out.
I agree.
Let that mindset mature.
But you just said you talking about dating. Every time I brought up dating, you didn't you pushed it to the side.
Because we're talking.
So okay, but let me ask you this because I know where I stand. Does the
where do you stand?
I stand on the fact that you need to be able to do these whatever things that I ask outside of love. Yeah, are you able? Where's your credit?
Where's your
plan? And that's why I'm not married. How you said you are or were married? I'm not because I'm not where I want to be.
Right.
That it's not like it's a choice. I don't want to get married till I'm at a certain place because when I walk in the door, I know where my standards are, and I'm not going to walk in the door with standards that I don't have.
And that's why I said that's where it's an agreement.
That's what I'm saying. So if I have that type of a stipulation on myself, I'm definitely not going to walk in the door.
That's why I said that's an individual thing that the person, you don't go into a relationship with expectations for somebody that one, you don't have for yourself, and two, that are unrealistic. That's
unrealistic. Unrealistic though.
It is unrealistic.
Hold on,
because you're talking about love in your 30s and 40s. These are probably younger people starting out or even starting over again.
So why are they even thinking about marriage?
But when you're going into a relationship, if your emotions are intact, I don't care what you have. There are relationships where the one person is doing very well to be able to take care of everybody, but there's no love there, and nobody is happy. But people are staying in that marriage, whether it's abusive, physically, mentally, financially,
we just
and
said
they're
it.
not
We
happy.
said that's what they said about
they're not
Kevin
happy.
But let me ask this, and I'm gonna ask you this, Lisa, because it seems like you and Nate are on the same page, so y'all
Thank
can.
you, Lisa. How you doing,
That's
Lisa?
cool. I mean, listen, I love Lisa. Love her. My question is this: why can't you be comfortable, financially set, secure, and be in love? Why are we getting knocked over the head?
No,
because we want comfort in our marriage as well as being in love.
But that's okay to want those things, but come to the table with it.
I agree.
Come to the table with it, or don't get married.
I agree.
I agree.
No, I agree. I don't have an issue with you saying that, but don't get married or don't choose not to get married because you don't have those things. Because things happen. Like
never said
you don't know if this person matching with this person will get you to
that point. I did not say that.
I didn't say that you did.
You never included love into your conversation.
That's not true. That's not true.
Let me
go ahead.
Can I say this? I think we put too much emphasis on materialistic stuff in relationship to marriage, because oftentimes you can have all the materialistic stuff in life and still not be happy. But you can have somebody who makes you happy inside, who you can build a life with, and you all can have accomplishments together. My wife has goals, I have goals. We have goals together. I support her dream, she supports my dream. We have things we're working on together. Now, if I was rich and she wasn't rich, should I not marry her because she ain't have any money? That's not true. When me and my wife got married originally, she made more money than I did. And so at the time she made more money, and I make more than she does now, but at the time she made more money than I did. And she ain't not married me because I made less than what she did. She knew that we were working on the goal. We had things we accomplished. I was able to take care of her. She was able to take care of me. It was a love relationship, and we were going in the same direction. Too often times, if we are marrying people predicated on finances or credit scores or anything like that, like life happens. So I may have a 750 FICO score now, and then I lose my job and my credit score drop down because you can't pay your bills. So am I any less valuable? Let me life happened.
Let me reply to that because Kenise Pendleton, is that your wife?
That's
how you doing, wifey?
Go
how
ahead,
you doing, wifey? She just
Pendleton.
made a comment, and that goes along with my word resilience. She said, "What happens when you have all of that? Then for one or another reason, the financial piece declines." I'm not saying that I'm going to choose my husband on money and money alone. I said,
but money money is a factor.
No, money is a factor in the conversation. Yes, because I want a certain life after a certain age. I'm saying that for myself as well, not just my husband. That's why I work the way I work. My work ethic is this way now. So these are conversations that I have. Resilience. I know this one particular person that I was dealing with, and every time, I'm not gonna do that. Every time something happened, he just was distraught. I got stuff going on. I can't talk. It was always, and I'm like, you can't. He was weak to me. You can't take nothing. You can't take a storm. This is huge for me. I can't be in a relationship with somebody who can't take being shooken because life happens. That is a stipulation. That's not financial. That means so that we get hit with an Irma, or if something happened, me and you going to do what we got to do to work this right. And that's what I'm saying that Jack and Rose didn't have, because they didn't do that. But I'm saying that's but she said, let me finish. She said, what happens when the finances leave? If you marry somebody and you have those things intact, then you would have already planned for whatever may or may not happen. That means life insurance, which a lot of people do not have and are married because they can't financially afford it. That means a 401k or retire or disability, whatever it is that you're able to put money into or put money up for. These are things that people don't usually do because they financially can't afford it. But if you marry properly and you plan for whatever happens in the future, nobody's saying leave your mate.
Let me ask this question. So say you did all that. Say you got the money in the bank account for 3 months. Say you got the 401k. Say you got the life insurance and the health insurance policy. And life happens. Okay. And you spend the money that you got in the bank account to take care of this.
Why you gotta spend it if you don't? If you plan properly?
But if you plan properly, you're able to sustain for 3 months. That's that every financial advisor says you should have. Okay. You should have around 3 months worth of all your bills in the checking account.
6 months now. Sorry.
6 months. Okay. So you have the 6 months worth of money. You have all the stuff going on. But in the process of life, you lose it and you're trying to recover. Okay. So you saying, okay, we were equipped to do it. We did all the stuff we were supposed to do. We lost that because we would handle our life together and we're rebuilding life. Is that person not as valuable because you had?
It's nothing about that. This is my husband. I married him at this point.
That's the whole point.
That's the love part.
Nobody is taking love out of the equation.
And the beginning, love was out.
No, love has never been out of the conversation. But the issue is, you're now talking about a marriage that's already existing, than a marriage that's about to happen. You're talking about, okay, we've been through these situations, a storm happened in the marriage. Yeah, you're going to stay with it. You've built love. You've built business. You built family. You're going to work through this. But we're looking at a person who's not married yet, getting married, to a person whose mindset literally is not in building.
So would you marry someone who wasn't working?
Why would I marry somebody that wasn't working?
I would not marry someone that's not working. I would be. I'm sorry. You asked him.
If you're looking at it as this is part of my requirement, no. If that's part of my requirement,
and he didn't say he would break up with a woman. No, he said he would marry.
I would not marry a woman whose mindset is not going in the direction that I'm going.
No. I wasn't talking about directions. I said, would you marry a woman who did not have a job? You, Bishop, would you marry a woman who did not have a job?
He did it. He did
it. Sure. I would marry if that is not one of my requirements. Yeah, but if that is one of my requirements,
is that one of your requirements?
No, but we're not going to talk. We're talking about.
He's already married, so his requirement.
We're talking about an open statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just being specific.
All right, Lisa, let's go. Lisa said you can, but you are requiring that a reason that as a reason not to get married. My husband wasn't where he is now, and neither was I. But they stepped out on faith, and because of her love was strong enough. But that she put all of, I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Strong enough that I put all into bringing us up, and he did the same. And let me tell you why I stumbled right there. Because all I'm saying is that energy that you put into that did not have to be put into that. This is not what you did was wrong. You just made your fight harder. That is all I'm saying. You can marry somebody who is not where they want to be. You can be not where you want to be, and you can be married, and y'all can duke it out, and y'all be fine. Nobody is saying that's wrong. All I'm saying is if you have the opportunity to have a conversation and say, let's wait until you get to this place and I'm at this place so that our journey can be easier.
But who's to say some of these relationships aren't doing that?
They might. I'm
and the time that we're living in, everybody is struggling. So it's not. So you're not. And I agree. Like the same way I feel like having children. I don't feel like you should be in something.
About somebody.
No,
it's a general conversation,
and it is like I'm not. But that's just my personal belief. I feel like love is the determining factor. I've seen too many of the otherwise. I've seen otherwise, and I've realized that does not work because in those types of relationships, when the tough really gets tough, everybody splits up.
That's what she just said. You can't control your fight. It changes. You absolutely right, but you can control at that moment in time with you. That's all I'm saying. Because once you get married, it's a we thing now.
Some fights you can prevent.
That's what I'm saying. You can prevent the fight from today. I can only control my action while my last name is still Askins. When I marry you, it's now us. It's now I got to think for. We got to think as a couple, a union. A family.
My argument is based on the first statement that you made, not what people say individually. What I personally believe is that type of individual should not get married because
that's thinking about their future.
Because no, no. Why would you want to get married? Because nothing is certain. Anything could happen.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Not what you believe. I'm basing it on what this young lady said. That's what my argument is coming from. I feel like you should not get married if that is what your focus is on.
Because that's a business relationship. Right. That's not a marriage.
Because the moment a company folds, everybody goes.
Now,
Lisa
you
said,
went from making 6 figures and making no figures, and you've been trying to get back there. Life happens. That's what I'm saying.
That's what. We saying the same thing.
No,
well, as far as
predicated on the original statement. Her original statement is like you shouldn't get married predicated on love. You should be married predicated on all that stuff. That's a problem for me. It should work. You should get married predicated on love, vision, direction. What are y'all trying to get together?
Okay, we gotta take a commercial break. Lisa, and she said the struggle was ours, not necessarily harder than the other. I agree because you committed to your husband and love was the thing. I don't think we disagree. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying you might not have had to struggle in the beginning had that would have been established, or y'all could have still been in a relationship and still build. I just don't think it would have been. I would have married somebody and we weren't where I wanted to be. I'm saying I don't think. Again, I'm not married. We got to go to commercial break. We'll continue reading your comments. When we come back, we're going to go on to the next topic. Well, we're going to end this because there is a couple more comments, and then we're going to go to the next topic, which is Jim Card. We'll be right back.
I still think you should.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. So since we're talking about the book, can you give people a synopsis of what the book is and what's the name of the book again, and then what it's about?
The name of the book is From Trial to Afflictions, more than one. because there were more than one afflictions.
Yes.
The book is talking about, actually, it's my life story. And I have to add in there that when that prophet told me, he said, tell your story, write the story. He said, and God said, tell your addiction. Now, see, I'm not going to tell the addiction because you have to get the book to read it. But it was about deliverance. It was about all the, trials and tribulations we go through. People that come into our life, even people that come to try and break you down or draw you down so that you can't stand for God or worship Him through your situation, because that's the adversary using them. We have to know that. But through it all, I was still praying and fasting. I needed help from God. I really did. I needed help from God to see me through. And for anyone that's going through, I say that this book is about different afflictions.
Yes.
Going through them, how you get through them. And I had a sister pushing me too, praying for me. I thank God for that again.
Yes.
But it also talks about deliverance. There is deliverance in the process.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to see yourself first, to know that you need deliverance.
Yes.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So I'm just gonna read these. We are back.
Back, baby.
Okay. I'm your host, Love Dawn Sunset Soul. That's supposed to do all that, right? Got my co-host here, my guest co-host Nate from the Artist Exchange, Mr. Pastor Jamie Pendleton,
bless you,
and also Bishop LaVar Harris here with us. I'm sorry, I should have did that before, but every time we came from commercial, we was already hot and heavy, so I didn't do the reintroduction. Oh yes, you can go do that.
I'm one of the pastors of the new Antioch Baptist Church.
You Antioch?
St. Paul and 24th Street.
That's where that fire come from.
And I pastor First Emmanuel Church Apostolic down in Fort Washington, Maryland.
And together,
we are
the bishop of
the International Covenant Fellowship.
And I'm the general overseer of the International Covenant Fellowship. So
for whatever reason, I thought y'all was going to do like a duet, and together we are the
leading constituent of JCJJ.
I think the two of y'all need your own show. Actually.
Not at all.
I'm gonna.
We would have a good time.
Listen, you might.
Not at all.
Totally disagree.
You might not get past the first topic.
Let me. I'm gonna read these last few comments, and then we're gonna move on. Lisa said. She agrees. She said, I think she's talking to me. You're waiting for perfection. I'm not. She said, sometimes struggle is necessary, and in her opinion, it's how you grow. And I said, I agree, and I will struggle with my man all day, but I will not struggle walking down the aisle. And Mrs. Pendleton said, the bottom line is, it's all in choice. Some choose to fight for their love. Some choose to plan for the worst and expect the best. In the end, will there still be love? It's up to the persons and their belief system. And I agree.
But we have never said
Girl,
love
say
wasn't
that. Girl,
important.
let
me make a clear statement. Love is very important. We did not say love wasn't. Come on, Doc.
Yes,
no,
we did.
We did not say it. They
Love
stated that we were totally against love. No, love is very important. But you have to get past the fact, I love you enough to hold this marriage before we walk down this aisle. Now, if we're already married, yeah, love is going to keep us together. The finances is going to keep us together. The children are going to keep us. There are things that's going to hold us together. But like Keisha said, we don't have to walk down the aisle struggling if you plan right. And that's the thing. We're not planning right. They even teach in schools now how to plan for your future financially, mentally, educational.
And that's where that initial statement that she made, that's where that came from. Because people are being taught to be individuals now. They're not taught to be couples anymore. They're being trained to be individuals. And two individuals coming together is what a marriage is. But they're teaching in terms of we're getting married for the financial gain.
Right.
Being as though our insurance. No,
I don't
you're
believe
saying
that.
that.
Y'all keep focusing on finances.
No, I mean, but listen to what I'm saying first, though.
Even the lady said that it's not the only
but y'all not speaking from the statement that was made. Y'all not talking from that statement. Y'all talking about y'all individual personal beliefs. Y'all not talking about the statement. And people are now getting together based on that statement because it's going to lower my cost of living. That's why people are getting.
They've been doing that for a long time.
I'm about to say, what was the original statement?
Right, and
because the original statement.
Give them the original statement.
Oh.
I'm just saying that's what I'm commenting on.
Why we shouldn't marry for love. Marriage has two purposes: generational success and personal growth. That's the one you're talking about?
Right. Where is love?
And that's personal. Personal means individual.
But even with
you should not marry for love.
Even with that statement, we place love in there.
Marrying for love, that's your basis.
Didn't
your
say
basis is
Doc,
love.
I agree with you, Doc.
You've got to build on that. Hey,
The woman-
I love you. Can we do this? What is your plans? What is our
The woman's name is Tara Cent. She's a blogger. It's on
I totally
Facebook.
agree with what you're saying, but we did not state
T-A-R-A-H Cent.
No, but
the statement.
For me personally,
girl, you drive me crazy.
For me personally, I was not commenting on what the two of you were saying. I'm commenting on that statement.
Well, you threw shade at me about me not being.
I just need you to know that.
But I'm telling you, I'm qualified.
He did.
But I'm telling you,
and I came
qualified
after
to make a
him and
statement.
her statement because your original statement was like you totally agree with her that love should not be the basis of when you got married.
It shouldn't be the only basis. I agree with it. It should not be the only basis.
She said it should not be the basis. Not the only basis. She said it shouldn't be a factor.
But if you listen
to
I don't think she said. She didn't say it shouldn't have been
But
a
it's
factor.
not. No, listen to me. I am commenting on that statement, and I'm telling you how detrimental that is to the young people growing up today because they don't have that past experience. They didn't get to grow up with a great grandmother or a grandfather that have been together for 60-some years, and they see how turbulent things are. They're not seeing that. They're seeing that it's going to lower my cost of living at the end of the day. If my household combined, you don't believe that that's true.
No, I'm saying I believe it because I thought about it myself.
But if you're getting, if that's the focus of your relationship, you're gonna be sadly mistaken because once you're together, you're gonna realize things actually cost more.
I don't think it should be the focus. Let me say this because I am using her video as a part of this show. She did not say love should not be a part of the decision.
And that's what I was
She
going
said
off.
in her video, I'm not saying you should not love your mate. She said that should not be the primary focus or the only decision reason for why you marry them.
And that's what I was going on.
I think that, but let me finish. I think that statement was about promotion. I think it was to get them to
But
click
she
on
said
the video.
personal though.
She did say that's personal growth.
Right, but personal is an individual. When you're in a marriage, it's not an individual anymore.
You give up the eyes for we.
And that's why I said that's
and
why
you,
I was commenting
and the
that
we
way.
becomes a personal in an individual marriage.
Y'all become one.
You become one. So you are an individual.
But it's
you
still
are now
we
one.
though. She
I
said it in terms of
sacrifice
it being
me
personal.
for her. She sacrifices her for me. So I can't be individualistic.
So it's one.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't put my own personal agenda over her. She can't put her own personal agenda over me. No, that's what I'm saying. We have become one, but the way it's been framed and phrased as it's a personal individual, as for I'm going for the betterment of myself.
Do you understand
and I'm
what
not
one
going to
is?
betterment. Come on, Doc. I'm
just saying, but somebody your age, you realize
Why
that
gotta
already.
be my age?
Because you're not 12 no more, sir. And these
He
younger
done already
people,
called me 60.
just called me 42.
He done just called me 60 out there in the
But
lobby.
these younger people are dividing that message,
I understand
and
that.
they're dividing it wrong in terms of I have to be an individual and I have to be work. Now we having marriages where they're two different accounts and they're putting their money in one account, opposed to trusting each other and just everything being one account. They're marrying each other for the wrong reasons, and this, I'm telling you, this is the sentiment that y'all
so
young
what you're
people-
saying is you're thinking that this is going to be interpreted from
I'm
a
not
young person
thinking
perspective.
it is
Okay, it's
happening
going
that
to
way.
be looked at as
that's
love is going to slowly but surely be phased out of the equation.
It is,
how
and
you
it
feel.
becomes a contractual agreement.
Okay, listen, Lisa, you said what? I don't know what we said, but she is flabbergasted about something we just said. Listen, we gotta take another commercial break, and when we come back, I think it's the longer segment so that we can get into it. So I know y'all sick of it, but it's only gonna be like 2 minutes. But we gotta pay bills, so stay tuned. We are still reading your comments. You can still respond. We're still reading them, and you can call us 410-702-5657. Please share this because a lot more people need to see this conversation.
Last time being here. I want to.
We'll be right back.
I don't.
Check out this flashback from Talk Lately with Monty only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
All is well. I was just talking. I heard you talking about the climate and everything. So what do you think is like signs of the time?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again.
I said I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. Women won't take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready. Period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I gotta make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway. But the trailer trash down. I've been down there for years. I don't understand why black people will move to Federal Hill. That's where they was hanging people at.
Cause it's better. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta go to break. I thank you for your call though.
Don't thank me. Thank them white people you live next door to.
I will as soon as I get home to make sure she swept up front because I'm on it.
Perfect. You better hope they ain't got no damn rope in their backyard because they hanging us.
Oh gosh, in Federal Hill, we don't have no trees.
They're gonna hang you from the porch. There ain't gotta be no trees.
A porch. All right, I thank you. Damn, they hanging us. We'll be right back.
All this and much more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately with Monty. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Couple minutes left in the segment.
Sure.
Change is good.
Yes.
Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important that you know a strategy. You know where you need to go. But change is good. Everything don't stay the same.
Right.
And if you're a person, especially for old people, that can't accept change, then it's kind of hard. Right. I was going to a church. I'm gonna make this real brief. I was going to a church that could not, some older members. I attended the second oldest black Presbyterian church in the country.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. We're going to attempt to try to go to Jim Carrey. Because this it's past 9:30, isn't it? It's 9:30 exactly. Because Miss Tara Sense has us on the fence. That rhymes. If y'all saw the video with Jim Carrey, that was Prince EA did a documentary, a short video, and he actually said, "Is Jim Carrey crazy or evolved or woke, as we say?" And he was talking kind of in we would call riddles, and it kind of made people feel like he was losing it. Was he losing his mind?
Riddles.
Huh?
No.
So the first thing I'm asked, he said, there is no me. Just a character making choices to play a character.
Didn't he play a movie like that?
Play a character?
No, he was in a movie like that.
I don't know. Prince EA said, we are so caught up in church's religion and the material world to actually see. What if the collective view of the world, the way we view it, is wrong? We all know that we've heard that the sun rises, but the earth actually moves. But we believe what we see is the sun rising. Also, he said, use the analogy that we see the ocean being blue. But if you were to scoop up some water in a bucket, the water is actually clear. So the question is, we see what we want. It appears to be blue. But what if what we see only appears to be real?
Well, that's crazy because the color of the water is a reflection of what's in it.
Okay.
Not the water itself, because it's clear, so it reflects.
But that coincides with their position that there is no me.
But we believe that. That's not far from the truth.
There's no me?
That you don't exist. You're sitting right here, but you're not right here.
But see,
what you're saying is that you're a figment of my imagination.
We can't take the word. We have to but we have to divide the word and we have to interpret the word. Mm-hmm. And it's no different than what he said. He's an actor. He's an artist. He's trained to be colorful. Okay. So the words that he uses are going to be descriptive. So he's going to be very specific as to what he's talking about in his head. Okay. So I don't think what he's saying, if you really listen to it or just take it for face value instead of digging too deep into it, he's basically saying what Christians have been saying the whole time.
And this is the reason why I brought this up. Because my co-host Lisha said that. She felt like this was mirroring what Christians already believe. I don't see that. So we have a pastor and we have a bishop here. So I thought I would throw that at you. Absolutely.
Well, go ahead, Bishop. You start off first and then I'll come in.
Unbelievable, because I saw I actually saw the...
Did you listen or did you watch him
what
talk?
He was saying and was very sensitive about what he was saying. And I think he had some kind of spiritual enlightenment, but his spiritual enlightenment was somewhat misguided to our belief.
How do you know it was misguided?
I said, listen to what I said, to our belief. Now, he can believe strongly in what he believes, and he can be right in his belief. But to our belief, if you're going to compare what he's saying to our belief, it's totally misguided to our belief. You're looking at this spiritual epiphany that he just had, which what most people call the eye opening up, or when his pineal glands were open, and he's seeing these spiritual things, and things are getting brighter for him. So he's getting a greater understanding in his belief. Our greater understanding comes from the Word of God. Our eyes are opened up when the Word of God is illuminated to us. That's when our eyes are opening up. What he's seeing is what he's seeing. That's what he believes, and the more he feeds into that, the more it looks crazy.
But see, you're discrediting what he believes without even knowing what it is. Listen to the words that you're using, though. Listen to the words that you're using.
As Christians, and his belief and what he believes in is totally different.
How do you know? How do you know that they're different?
The way he's in the. Okay.
What you heard him say.
So let me say this.
Without any reference points, without any.
Let me say this. You can't argue faith. You can't argue somebody's experience with their relationship with God, their relationship, whatever they do. You can't argue your belief because it's what you believe.
I agree with that.
So for me to say his experience is wrong, I can't tell that because somebody can tell me my experience is wrong, but I can just tell them what my experience with my Jesus is. I can just tell them what my experience with my God is, how he saved me, how he did it for me. So to argue to say, well, he getting more enlightened. The guy who did the video was to make the suggestion, oh, the churches, they're not talking about this, and this is what really happened.
But that's not what he said. No, he said we are so caught up in churches and religion and the material, not just that, churches and the material world that to actually see. And the reason why I'm saying, you're saying, he's saying that we are given that the thing, like Jim Carrey is saying, there is no me, that he is one with the earth, and that's just he's not fragrance. We didn't get to that part. He said he doesn't exist. He said he believed in personality and fragrances.
I didn't argue.
Right, but that's what he's calling it. And that, hold on, but this is the problem that I'm having with a lot of church people and a lot of people who are trying to find themselves in the church. You are too busy listening to colorful words than to hear that this person is having an experience. And that's your opportunity to be the guy for him. Instead of just discrediting what he is feeling. His feelings are valid. But listen to the words that you are using, because people who are not 10, 15, 20 years into the faith, that's what they're hearing you say. They're hearing you say, I don't believe what you're saying, so try something else.
That's not what I said is.
But no, you're listening with how long you're listening to the years that you have in your faith. You're talking to somebody who may not have them years.
I think you misunderstand. I'm talking from
no, I'm
my
listening to
experience.
words. I'm listening to
I
words.
said my experience in my relationship.
Right.
That's what I talked about. I'm not arguing religion. I'm not arguing Baptist versus Methodist versus Muslim versus Judaism. I'm not going to argue that, because I can't argue my experience.
Based on somebody else's. Right.
My experience is my experience. I can tell you about my experience. I can show you in the Word what I heard about what the Lord showed me in the Word. But I can't make you believe what I believe. And you can't make me believe what you believe.
But is the argument y'all don't believe the same thing? You're just calling it something. Okay. But the word argument is not a bad word. An argument is a difference of opinion. That's all it is.
I'm not saying it's an argument. I'm saying he's going through his spiritual journey, whatever his spiritual journey is. I have my own walk, and whatever my walk is, his experience is maybe my experience. And if there was a conversation, I can share my experience with him. That's what we do as Christians. And I'm not. And you made a statement about church people. I'm not saying church people. I'm saying as.
That's why I didn't say Christian, because that's the difference.
People, right.
I say Christian.
No, I'm just saying it's a difference.
We have to share as Christians. We have to share our experience.
But that's what Jim Carrey did.
Right, he did. That's what he did. But I'm saying,
because he didn't call him Jesus or didn't call him Yahweh.
Our experiences. We keep our experiences in a secret closet that nobody can know our business.
But when we do, or when because our grandparents would tell you about that mighty feeling in very descriptive way. When you do, it almost mirrors what he's saying, because you can't put in words this wonderful feeling that you feeling.
It's all actor, so he's trained to put words on his feelings.
You can say, and this is my personal. Like I said, this is personal. I can't argue that point. But what I'm saying is, when you said you can't put a description on it, I believe you. I can feel it. It's like fire shut up in my. It's my experience.
But now you just said fire. That's a cliche though. But listen, but you just said. But listen, but the way you just said, it's like fire shut up in my bone. If that wasn't normal to our ears, if that wasn't something that we would be looking at you like others are looking at Jim Carrey, and that's what Nate is saying.
And I'm
because
just saying,
it's kind of
as an actor, I am trained to put words to my emotions. So as a director or actor, I have to be as descriptive as possible when I'm talking to an actor as a director, because that's how you get the direction that I'm giving you. So I'm saying to you, what if it's his actor mind activating in the experience that he is now having? And we're just so quick to say, well, he's opening up a door.
Because he's not attaching it to a spirituality, to a religion. He's not attaching it.
He's not attaching it to
any God. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not attaching it to anything. He's just having the experience.
But this interview, if I'm correct, wasn't based on this new belief that he had.
Wasn't. They asked him
part of a bigger interview.
They asked him a question. Well, it was just clips. I mean, you can go on YouTube and see all of the interviews, but the guy just used. But it wasn't. It really doesn't. Only because I've seen the interviews, but the full interviews, but it was just spread it out. So he put clips of the several interviews in this one. Okay. But they would ask him a general question like, "Hey, Jim, how are you doing?" These answers, there is no me. These were different interviews. He said there is no me. I believe in personalities and that there's a wonderful fragrance in the air. That's how he responded to, hey, Jim Carrey.
That sounds like what they used to say in terms of energy and how your vibe. I mean, it's just, there's a movement in the culture of being an artist, and not just celebrity status, but just being an artist, whereas though everything is neutral. We're living in a world where everybody, sexuality is fluid, and, the way you treat people, you're no more important than you are to me, and that's the basis of what's going on right now with a lot of people. And I just think Jim Carrey is strange on his own without this conversation. So his personality is coming through his explanation for this enlightenment that he's gotten. And I that's as simple as I'm going to make it, and I'm not going to dig deeper in it because I don't know Jim Carrey. I don't know who he is. I don't know what this guiding force of him was.
For this discussion, we were using Jim Carrey.
Right.
But this is not about Jim Carrey. Because as you said, we don't know him, and I don't know where he is in his place. But I am actually speaking on Prince EA because this was his dissection of what Jim Carrey said. And what I want to ask you, he got into a part along with the next.
What did he feel though? What did overall did he feel?
What I'm saying is when he said the thing about we the churches in the collective view, how we see the sun rising. That's what Prince EA said in response to the first. There is no me. The second one. When Jim Carrey said he believed in personalities, Prince EA said personalities is from the Greek word persona, meaning mask, meaning that we put on this persona, who I am looking at, and your mother named you Lavar, but everything about you is a personality. I'm looking at the personality that you carry, not the you that's you. You understand? That's okay.
What doesn't my personality make me?
Your personality is your personality.
The you is the concrete of who you are, the matter, the skin, the bones.
Okay, I'm a
but he's separated.
Is that what you're trying to say?
You just said, doesn't my personality make me?
Funny preacher.
Okay.
So
is that
his funny preacher? I want to break it down.
We gotta go to Bishop. We going Sunday. We coming to your church on Sunday.
Come on down there.
You want to go to church? You going to church? Because I need to see this man in action.
But having consideration is, I think in a lot of ways we put on who we want people to see. That's what we do. We put on a person. I can't say personality. I think we put on who we need to be in the atmosphere.
But what happens on the flip side of that? What happens on the flip side of that?
If you're gonna be you, if you're gonna be you, you're putting on. You're living who you are now. And I'm not saying people don't do that, but let's talk about.
Are we talking individual? Or are we talking as a?
Well, the question is, who are you? Who are you? Who is this you that you speak of?
So everything that your personality brings out.
Everything
that you do.
So then you are what?
Short, black, funny preacher.
That's who you are.
But in terms of what this is, who we physically see is should not limit who you are. Who I physically see in front of me.
You can't say who I am if you cannot. If you want me to identify every piece of who I am, you don't have time.
You can't. You say I'm a black funny preacher. So I'm saying, but that's what you're saying. What if I don't find you funny? Then you don't exist.
I'm who you say.
No, I'm just asking. Huh? No, I'm serious.
I am who you say I am to you. If we're gonna go that route,
right?
I am who you say I am to you. Sometimes,
but no, that's you can't just use perception as well. I'm asking you, who do you see you as? Yeah. Who are you? Who is the you?
That's a good. I think in terms of asking that question, it goes deeper than the surface.
It will never be a good answer for the person.
It's not about It's not about good or bad. It's just what side of you that you're showing.
If I say that I'm an anointed man of God who loves God, called by God, chosen by God, and stop right there, then you're gonna ask me again, who are you?
No,
I understand what I say, but who are you? Then I say I'm a hard worker.
Your wife said, this reminded her, yes, it did. That's why I chose this of her Philosophy 101. We did this all day in class, in philosophy class.
Yeah, because you have to dig deeper than that.
Deeper than my perception of me. And so your perception of me may be like, oh, he's a big boy who's sitting in a chair. And my perception of me, I could be a skinny brother who's just trapped in a figure that doesn't define me. That's just your perception. Can I be a witness in the board? I wish I had an don't get played right
That's
there.
a disorder.
That's perception. That's your perception.
Exactly.
That's not.
You are looking for something else.
But that's not me.
It
Your
is.
perception is my reality. But if I'm telling you who I am, then this is what I think the guy in this conversation is talking about. He's trying to separate what people see and then who you are. But what who you are should shine through.
But he's not. He great preach. He great preach. But listen,
I'm just saying. I'm saying
spiritually, supernaturally.
I say
erasing all
who you
natural
are should be visible to people. It should,
hold on. I want to hear. Hold on.
What he's literally doing is erasing all natural perception of people. You are not you. This physical flesh does not exist. We are literally dreaming about what we are.
Listen.
But is that a problem? Is that a problem for you?
Is it a problem for me?
That he's doing that?
Dreaming?
Sure it is. It's a
Why?
problem because you erase everything that you
But
do.
but isn't that what we're supposed to do already? Because this body is not. This not going with me home.
It will die, but you're accountable for every deed in this body. So if I'm accountable, then this is real.
But he wasn't talking about accountability. He was talking about how he sees it.
Right, but
that has nothing to do with accountability.
You all accountability of everything if this is not real.
It's not. Your faith teaches that this is not real. This is a manifestation of what we see, our fleshly eyes.
I forgot. I got caught up. Listen, I sat back and felt like she had 1 minute. Look, listen, we gotta go to commercial. We gotta go to commercial. When we come back,
Christianity do
is
not
this the last commercial? When we come back, we are not going to be able to finish this. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
What school of theology?
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, you know how you around people who really can sing, and they always like, I don't know if it's this time. That's what these well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's not the time, you know. It should be 78.5 degrees in here. 0.25. So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste, to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of that Banji soul with us. Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing y'all mic.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready? You ready, B? Okay. I see the lights pouring out your face. No, you can't hide. I see them clear as day. I'm growing tired of playing these games. You say I'm tripping, well, get up on this plane now, 'cause I'm pulling out with you all night. Are you going crazy? Or too damn lazy? We ain't skipping through no daisies. This wasn't my fantasy. This ain't what I thought. And this ain't what I want.
I told y'all wasn't ready. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm coming to church, Bishop. I want to hear this word.
I know. They just was going. We back.
We're back. Listen to what I'm saying clearly. Your statement was his faith to the Christianity. I'm not disregarding what he's going through. He is having a spiritual moment in his faith or whatever faith that is. You ask me the difference between our faith and his faith.
I asked you the difference because we don't know the difference.
Because he didn't get into faith.
We don't know the difference.
If you standing on what he's believing, what he's saying, he's going through his faith rituals or walk or spiritual belief. What she do behind me?
Put up a paper I can't read. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. I'm
Looks
sorry.
like a part 2.
Yeah, because we're
I'm
not done.
coming back here.
Let me.
I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with Nate. I ain't messing with
Sir.
When we leave, we're going to get something to eat.
Let me read these last. This is
Because that's what church is.
This is the last.
Chicken minute.
They don't talk about it. They just eat. Wasn't that a show you had? We don't talk about stuff. We just eat.
That was
right?
depression.
I agree with you, Shantae. I agree with
Listen, okay, I'm going to read a couple of these comments and then we're going to end tonight's show. Nicole said, you will never know a person, just who they show you they are.
I agree with you, Nicole.
Yeah, I agree. Lisa,
agree.
okay, Shantae Meek
describing
said, I believe our life experiences mold and create who we choose to turn out to become on this journey. We're constantly tested and change in life. Ella says, all I can say, some people I'm assuming can win an Emmy in acting. So on that note, people show you what they want when they want. I'm assuming what she said.
But you can handle.
Okay, here's the thing, because we're not going to be able to finish this show because I want to get into this in depth. But the marriage topic took over most of the show. If you can change who you are so fluently, then which, if any, is the real you? I don't think that's you. I think that goes in line with the personalities. The personality is not the you. And let me tell you, the reason why I'm saying this is because one of the things he said is who you are cannot be contained in the mind because it contains the mind. The mind can never contain it. And I mean, we're going to have to finish this in a part 2 because we're not.
We having a part 2.
I'm not coming back.
We're having a part 2.
We're going to bring the station to you.
Don't bring it down
Because I think that we get caught up. And I listen, we're going to start the next show on this because I want to get back into this and dive in. And my co-host will be back. And I know she has a lot to say about this. But
I'm just kicked out.
You are here.
Sure, I'm out.
But the reason why I'm saying this is because we have this part in our mind. The ego part. You know, that the I factor that drives you, that part of your brain that makes you desire and this and that. And we tend to get caught up in that ego part of the brain. We tend to get caught up and think that that's who we are. And I don't think that makes you your desires and the way you respond to things. And that limits who you are. If you wrap yourself up in being the funny black man,
short,
black, funny. Because then, if that's the case, listen. If that's the case,
on right there, put a $1 in the offering tray before you talk about.
If that's the case,
black.
What about these children who don't have a personality yet?
That's why I did not limit myself to that. I said, if you keep asking me, it's never going to be enough to tell you exactly who I am.
Because everything that you're going to say to me is about a personality or characteristic of you,
on the surface.
Not you. You're going to tell me things about you. You can't be all of these things. You is already a word. You can't be all of this and be you at the same time. And that's what Jim Carrey is saying. And
so who are you then?
Well, that's what we're going to get into next week. We're not even going to start that.
We're not getting into that.
We're going to get
I'm not messing with y'all.
I got somewhere.
We're going to get into that. Listen, I only got 30 seconds. I want to thank my guests. I want to thank my co-host, Nate, from the Artist Exchange for coming. He always comes when I need him. Thank you so much for Pastor Pendleton and his wife who was here tuned in with us, and Bishop Harris. Bishop Black Funny Man Henry.
Follow him at Black Short Funny Black Man.
Thank you so much, Lisa, Cousin Ella, Shantae, Michelle, everybody who tuned in, Nicole. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be here. We're going to continue this part 2 on Your Thoughts. You will see me put up videos on the Sunset Soul page, sometimes on my page as well. Please like the page so that you can get all of the videos, and that way you can see what we'll be talking about. You'll see me label it as your thoughts. You'll know that that'll be something that's what we'll be talking about next week.
Can y'all follow me on social media?
There you go.
All my social, Pastor Pendleton, the J Spot Baltimore on Instagram. Come get these stuffed chicken wings.
Oh my goodness.
They are good.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you really got stuffed chicken wings?
Macaroni cheese in the chicken wing.
Thank y'all.
We'll
Have
talk
a good
about
one.
it.
Good
We'll
show.
talk about it.
Thank you so much.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades?